Hey everyone, it's Reena Jadhav with the Health Bootcamps and Live Longer podcast, and I have here with me Liliana Partida, and she is going to tell us today about stress management for the Weight Loss Bootcamp. Liliana, why is stress management important for weight loss?
Well, Reena, I would say stress is probably the number one cause of weight gain.
Oh,
And so when you think on the chemistry level, and we talked a little about this in another video, is that when we are under stress, whether it's emotional, physical, or, just even food sensitivities that our body is experiencing, our body is registering that in a flight or fright response. So the body's going to accommodate by releasing glucose into the system for that quick action. Now, unfortunately, cortisol not only is a storage hormone, so storing your next meal onto your abdominal, but it actually can cause insulin resistance. So when we're under a lot of stress, it will actually create, because cortisol, unopposed, that means I'm not using it for any kind of exercise or movement, neutralizes insulin. And so when I become insulin resistant, the likelihood of me dumping sugars into the bloodstream all the time is going to create a lot of problems, not only for my pancreas, but for my adrenal glands, creating more of an excitatory environment in regards of my chemistry. So the adaptation of stress produces cortisol, dumps the glucose into the bloodstream, which also supports you not using fat for fuel. And so it's really important to really pay attention to what is it that I'm stressed about. Most people start off with overwhelm. I'm overwhelmed with life. I have too much on my plate. And so what they're doing is they're thinking about the future. Now, the future, for anyone, is stressful because the future is an unknown. What might happen? How am I going to do in the next 2 weeks? Am I going to stick to this? Is this another program? So we're in the future of the unknown, which makes us stressed out, which automatically is giving us a negative dialogue in our head that's undermining our, kind of a cheerleader and saying, you can do it this time. The reason that you're doing it is not just because you want to fit into that sexy outfit, it's because you want better mental acuity. You want to live longer. You want to prevent things like cancer and other diseases that are an epidemic right now. So there's so many reasons why we are doing this weight loss boot camp. But stress is so important because it can undermine even the best of our diligence with our diet. And so again, many of my patients come in and they're shocked that they're a type 2 diabetic when they eat really healthy. And I look at them and I say, you must have a lot of stress in your life. And they go, I really do. And I say, well, it's neutralized your insulin and now you're a pre-diabetic person, which means weight gain onto the abdominal area. And then of course, what happens when we dump glucose in the system and our body, doesn't use it, then all of a sudden after the stressful event is over, then it's saying it's time to replenish the glucose that you dumped in. And what's the first thing we're going to look for? Something that makes us happy, carbohydrates. If we're under stress, we're going to want that, chips and salsa and that salty foods. And so again, we want to be mindful about what it is that we're reaching for in regards of what personal needs have we not met, that we're reaching for something outside of ourselves to change our mental state, which will never, ever work. And so meditation is really important. We've got lots of videos I would say I love this app. It's called Insight. And it's a great app that you can get onto your phone that's easily accessible. Great meditations, commentary meditations, because lots of us have a monkey mind and it never stops talking to us. Our brain, it doesn't ask for permission. It just babbles. And so when you do a commentary meditation, it's kind of talking you through, making it much easier. We're also going to have some tapping videos. So for those of you who need a little bit more, I would say a neuro kind of communication with the brain and body, is we'll do some tapping, emotional freedom technique, and we'll have quite a few videos, whether it's for weight loss or stress management or sleep. These are all really important so that we can down-regulate these hormones that can, that storage hormone that when we do eat is going to go straight on the belly. So our mindset is important to pay attention. We don't want to be in the future and we don't want to be in the past. We want to be in the present moment so that we can really embrace what our gifts are, and be in gratitude that we have the opportunity to be able to learn more about how we can love and honor ourselves.
Absolutely. That's beautifully said, Liliana. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And for the rest of you, I hope to see you on the amazing weight loss bootcamp that Liliana has pulled together. Keep watching. We've got another great video for you on detox, and we'll see you soon.